Welcome back, everybody, to the daily show where we discuss and do technical analysis on big mega cap stocks. So, before we get started, please smash that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, if you want to support the channel and get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, live trading, and all kinds of setups, definitely check out their link down below in the description for Patreon. And now let's get right into it, guys. Welcome back, everybody. So, yes, we do need those 100 plus likes to have continued coverage every day here on these big names and even on stock market update. And I mean, we're getting there, but not quite there. So, please help this video get 100 plus likes. And Apple here, guys. I mean, right now, you guys saw that inflation data. Yesterday, I did not actually make any updates here on big mega cap stocks and even on stock market. There is lots of money out there, and you think recession will come that easy, especially when they're eating the dip. Whenever there is a dip, the dip getting bought up immediately. And that is why this market back to all-time highs again immediately within 24 hours. I mean, a lot of big traders. I don't want to call myself a big trader, but there are so many big traders out there. What we saw yesterday and the follow through today from a big bearish engulfing candle on a weekly time frame completely, I mean, you can throw technicals out of the window. Let me just say this. Yes, you can throw technicals out of the window. And why? Well, I mean, there isn't actually a big pullback, nothing actually broken. Even if we go down to like 480 on SPY, that is still an uptrend, a bull market. And I mean, forget about 480. We cannot even get a $10 pullback, and the dips immediately got bought up yesterday. And with what news? CPI was hot. It's bad. Shelter is really high on that CPI. Then, in top of that, today PPI was even bad also, and market just ignoring all that, shrugging all that off, and went even higher. So, yesterday I played few things. This morning, stayed away from everything because I mean, this market can go anywhere. We saw the reversal yesterday. A lot of people they were in disbelief yesterday. I sold my puts yesterday. I shorted right after opening on SPY. Yes, the play went almost 400%. We sold, and then I never actually got back in. I don't really usually do that double dip, but a lot of people did, and people actually who didn't do anything, they missed out on that big move. So that is why I didn't touch anything today. Pretty much, going nothing big, just looking at the market, and the market is doing this, just going straight up. So SPY yesterday was at 540, and today 560. I mean, think about this. Are we actually trading a penny stock or a big name, a big ETF? Qs, same thing. It's just insane to think that, yes, the market is bullish and all that, it's going up. I get it. We're in an uptrend on longer time frame. Daily was down, but how quickly things actually reversed and went higher. But you can see a big name like Apple. That is why I like this stock. You can see there is nothing going on here, guys. Big follow through on a stock like Nvidia, but nothing here. Apple absolutely flat on that day. So you think a stock like Apple should be trading at 230, given the fact that we saw a massive pump yesterday, complete reversal, and even today the follow through to the upside definitely happened. But look at right here, not happening. So that kind of tells me that yes, there is lots of money out there, lots of buyers, but not people that are actually really confident here in this dip, and they're buying and going long. So these are, I would say, new money long, and they're just trying to buy that dip because they missed out on a big move before. And whenever they see, $5, $10 down on the market, they just pick up those dips. And once they go higher, they sell it, things come back again. So that's what's happening, and that is why the market's staying up. I think that's, at least from my point of view, that is what's happening. And I think there is a lot of cash out there, and that is why we're not seeing that sell off. Now, how we see that sell off? Well, in a recession, when there is no money it's really hard to find a job, unemployment going higher, that is when you see a big sell off. So a lot of people, they see a thumbnail or something like, oh, you're so bearish. No, it's not like that. You have to look at the video. You have to hear what I gotta say. And anybody that is actually making a video, you cannot judge a book by the cover. You gotta look at the video. You gotta hear what I got to say, or anybody that is actually making a video, because the trend is up. We're not denying that. But is it actually really good? No. I mean, we got bad CPI and the market pumps. We got bad PPI and the market pumps even higher. So why that is happening? Well, there's lots of cash out there, and that is why market can stay up for longer the market wants, right? So right now here on Apple stock, we actually made no progress. Yes, we got a hammer candle yesterday, and then we got some follow through today, but absolutely flat. Apple here needs to get over 226. Over that, you're going to see a move up to 230. Under 220, and you can see these two Bollinger Bands are squeezing. So if this thing cracks under 220, stays under 220, the next one down here at 218, lower Bollinger Band, and then we could see a dump off, possibly down to this support 207. On Microsoft, it's up 0.94%. So Microsoft yesterday, what happened? We got a rejection there, and then later on, I mean, look at this buying here, insane buying, and finally this bull flag or this channel, we actually got out of this channel, and look at the pump here, guys. I mean, almost pretty much up to we actually over this 50-day moving average right here at 425. So Microsoft, definitely now this gap comes into play 443. The longer time we spend over this 50 SMA right here, 425, that is the next stop for Microsoft 443. Now under 425, we get some sort of an opportunity, and it was there, kind of there today, but you know me, the way I trade, I don't like to chase. If I'm not catching an absolute bottom, I don't try to go and catch a move pretty much when the move is made already. So this was there. 420 was there today. If you caught it here, you already made money because it went up $7 today. And now it's over 425. So your critical line in the sand, 425, and below that 420. Under that, you will see a flash down to 415.44 and then 413, which is gonna be critical support, really critical support right here on Microsoft on any big pullback retest of this breakout. Now, if things actually push even higher here on Microsoft, like I said, the next step will be this gap getting filled at 443. On AMD, it's up 0.61%. So AMD, what I said, guys, even on my last video and especially yesterday, I got AMD right here, and the plan was discussed earlier in the morning when I was live. I was actually live yesterday in my Discord before 9 a.m. Discussing all that plan, because AMD gets down to 140 or lower, that I would get some calls, and AMD paid. I mean, there was actually more money. I left like $3 4 on the table because I got in at 141, and this thing finished at 150 almost yesterday. That was a massive move, but I sold at 146 or 147, I believe, and then there was another move up to almost 150, and that is where we closed. And again today, over 150, and you can see we're pretty much breaking out of this 50-day moving average, which is sitting exactly pretty much at 150. So over 150, this thing can push up to 160.77 and then 164. Under 150 critical support, you can see even today it was holding 148, and if that gives up, then look for 144 to 138. On Google, stock is up 2.23%. So now Google here, guys, and that is why you see me bringing up my X account and telling you guys that if you want to go and follow, that is why. I'm not gonna show you here anymore today because it's there. You can go. You can find that link down in the description. I called it out. It's totally free for everyone that Google is getting extremely oversold at 150. I'm going to get in, and guess what? Up already $5 from entry, and this is not my sell target. I'm not gonna sell it here. I think it can go much higher considering everything else came down, but everything else went back up. Look at Nvidia from 102 to 101, already up to 120. So this thing can go another 10-15 bucks easily. So all these trade ideas, and especially you can go and check out trade ideas from yesterday. And especially, when I say you want to join the Patreon, I don't mean like a window shopper to come and join my Patreon. Especially people that are really serious, they take trading to the next level. They think this is what they want to do next, and this is what they've been doing, and they need some guidance, or they just want to hang out, whatever they want to do. As long as you're serious about trading, then go ahead and check out my Patreon. If you're somebody who's in and out, this is not the group for you. It's not going to help you, because that's not what I do. Most of my Patreon members are annual members. So they already signed up for 1 year. Most of them, 80% are annual membership. So check it out. You do get 10% off on annual membership. And right now, especially there is no discount, nothing going on. So you can check it out. And there is so many trade ideas. Yes, there is not going to be all trade ideas that's going to win and bring money, but majority of the trade ideas that we win, a lot of them I actually post on X, and there is so many, so I can even post all of them, guys. Now you can go and check out the Google Play that I actually called out 2 days ago from this bottom and what's happening right now. Even a couple months ago or a couple of weeks ago, I called out CMG at I think 48 or $50, and that thing went up to like 58. So a lot of these ideas, sometimes I just throw it out there. It depends whether you want to trade that or not, you're serious or not. And some people are just not serious. They see, people making money, FOMO gets in, and then they go and join Patreon, and the next thing you know, oh, the next day they're expecting to make profit like 25 grand. No, this is not so easy. You stay with a group, you make money as we make money. You lose money if there is a bad trade, you're gonna lose money, of course. Winning and losing, it's part of the game, but you got to win more and you got to lose less, and that is how you become a profitable trader. So now here on Google, we're over 155. And now if this thing can hold, we can push up to 158.59 to 162, and then this gap 163.41. We kind of got this gap up and go today. So 155 gives up. Watch out for an entry here at 152.48 as long as the support holds right here on Google. On Amazon stock, it's up 1.34%, and Amazon absolutely rocket right here. And you can see finally we got that breakout, and now looks like it's shooting for this gap 192.24. And regardless of how Amazon is a bit overextended, trading way outside the Bollinger Band, I'm not shorting it because I think the gap is the target for Amazon, and this is where this thing will go 192.24. And if that happens, that might be an opportunity to go and short the stock. So I'm gonna wait and see where this thing actually ends up. But the next resistance here on Amazon 190, and then this gap 192.24 comes into play. Under 185, we broke out of this 185 range. Now there will be support at 185. Below that, watch out for a move down to 180 to 177 and then 173. On Tesla stock, it's up 0.74%. So Tesla actually picked up two dips this morning, and they were both winners, but I got stopped out quickly on MU that I actually had calls. But look at that one, guys. I mean, I actually got out for 20% loss on that one really quickly within minutes or maybe even seconds. But then caught Tesla at 224, pretty much buying 230 calls weekly. And these are weekly expiration, which is expiring tomorrow. And this thing was fantastic. I sold exactly at 230. Big profit on this one, even though lost 20% on that MU play. But unfortunately, it was actually just myself that I actually took a loss. My Patreon members, somehow, because I was not live, they actually got in at a cheaper price and they kept it. Some of them, they actually got even better positions, like they went next week, and then that thing came back up. People made 60 to 80% even on that losing trade that I took a loss. They made money. So it's insane how sometimes things work, that I'm the one who's calling it out, but then I'm losing money on that one trade and people are making money. So I rather take a loss for myself than my members. So kudos to you. You guys did great, but just keep that in mind. Keep your stop losses in place whenever you get into a day trade with really short expiration. Now, Tesla exploded, sold, and then you can see it can go much higher. And why? Upper Bollinger Band only going up to like 232. So I think Tesla over time, unless this bear flag plays out in for that, it needs to go under 212. But so far it's not there, so forget about that. There will be support at 224, 217.41, 212, as going to be the breakdown that bears are looking for on Tesla. Now, we can definitely go and touch top of this channel right here. And if that happens and 224.44 can hold 50-day moving average, we're going to see that move up to 240. And then this gap comes into play from earnings 245.63 on Tesla. Netflix going up 0.78%. So Netflix, we called it in my last video that if this thing stays over 680, you can play this back up to the upside and see how well that actually played out today. And these are not some swing trade ideas I'm throwing, guys. Day trade ideas right here for you guys. 680 was holding even today. And look at the run it made all the way up to 695. So that is a $15 move to the upside if you caught it right here. And looking at this technicals right here, you definitely made money on that trade. And now it came back and pretty much trading over 680. So this is going to be a line in the sand 680. Under that 676, 664 right here, and lower Bollinger Band and the 50-day moving average. And under that, you'll see a flush down to 630. But if this thing can stay over 680, then watch out for a move back up to 700. That is possible going into tomorrow's session. On Meta, it's up 2.69%. So Meta, massive pump. And you can see gap up and go today. We never actually looked back. And yesterday, I mean, pretty much everywhere yesterday was hammer candles. And you can see hammer candle today, gap up and go, and over 520, and now trading at almost 526. Got up to 527. So the next resistance to watch here on Meta, 531.47. Over that, you'll see a move up to 538. Under 520, watch out for this gap down here as a support, 513. And if that gives up, 505 and then 500. On Nvidia stock, it's up 1.91%. So let's go back and talk about this pattern that we saw before. And we talked about it in my video that under 107, it's definitely not looking bullish. We need to get over 118 to become a bull on Nvidia stock. And boy, oh boy, this stock delivered today. I mean, it actually sliced through that resistance right here, 118, like nothing was even there. On high volume, just went through it. And today, now trading at 119, I think got up to what? Over almost 120 here. So that is an insane move on Nvidia stock. And not to mention, even though this video is not about that stock, Broadcom, another one, I actually bought the dip few days ago with earnings. And guess what? I mean, insane move, guys. I got in at 145 and today is 165. And this is how insane these stocks are trading. I mean, one day down 20 bucks and the next day hitting all-time highs. They're going close to all-time highs. I mean, look at Nvidia right here. It was down here near 100 and now we're talking about 120s today within what? How many days? 2 days. Yesterday was the big move and today like halfway there, but not quite big as yesterday. And now it's back to the bull side because it's trading over 118. So now this is going to become a strong support 118 and it has to hold under that 113 and then we go back down to 107. 118 can hold. This thing can push like it did before all the way up to 126 and from there we can expect more upside on Nvidia. But also keep that in mind, we went too quick, too fast back up to the upside. So I need to see more closing over 118. That would be extremely bullish for more upside on Nvidia stock. And that's all I have for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for watching.